Welcome back to Game On SABC One. And, well, we've had a great show up to this point discussing the local game and as far as the DStv Premiership. Time to keep things moving as we look ahead at what will be coming on in the days to come, and exciting times, of course, in the curling knockout. Jarana, I'll start with you. Semi-final time now for Richards Bay. They've got their struggles in the DStv Premiership. It's Stellenbosch 7 without a loss so far. And here they are facing each other in the first semi-final.
Yeah, if you look at their history, when they were still in the NFD, Richards Bay had the upper hand over the Stellies. But now you look at the PSL log in terms of their standings. You've got the Stellies right on the top 8 and Richards Bay struggling down there, but both teams in the semi-final. So for me, I think I'll go with the Stellies in terms of edging out Richards Bay. Even though they're playing away from them, that would also be a big factor.
Well, what do you make of the fact that Richards Bay have played all their games at home so far? Stellies have played all their games away so far.
Luck of the draw, and that's unfortunate. But, it's Stellenbosch, it doesn't worry them. If you look at the one thing here, Richards Bay have come into form of late. So, they've got a new head coach in. Let's just say head coach. I'm not too sure what it is, but anyway, senior coach. They have turned around, but I'm with Jerry. I can't disagree. I think Stellenbosch, they haven't won a semi-final. It's the third semi-final they've been in. I just feel Steve Barker will get it right this time. They'll go through to the final, first final. Another
huge game to look forward to, Amazulu, TX Galaxy. Of course, for Amazulu, we know about the sad passing, the untimely passing of Ubongi Ngosintuli. They're playing for him, the players. That's their inspiration going into the semi-final. Whilst for TX Galaxy, well, they're selling players, but they're still right up there with the best of them in punching with the best in this cup competition. Shane, I'll start with you. How do you see this game panning out?
Amazulu have turned it around, and like I say, they're playing for the player, the late player, and you know what, they have seemed to have found a newfound energy. I think looking at that, and just the way TX Galaxy got rid of players over the years is going to catch up with them sooner or later. I've got to go with Amazulu here.
Now, Sherry?
Well, if you also look at the luck that goes with the TS Galaxy, but yes, I would also feel sorry for the players of Amazulu because of the statement that the club has put to say they want to play for Ubongi Ngosintuli, may his soul rest in peace. But I see TS Galaxy coming with a surprise in this one. They love causing surprises, and especially when they're away from home. So on this one, I'll differ from my colleague. I think I'll go with TS Galaxy win.
Okay, we're gonna have a Coke on that one, so I'll just bring my Coke next week.
Well, we'll remember this moment, and of course remind them of this moment come next week when you watch Game On once again. Let's look abroad now, gentlemen. Interesting times, and the most fun part of watching the English Premiership is it's competitive right now, going into an interesting December period. Arsenal, what a performance last night, 6-0 against Lens. Man City coming back from 2 down to beat Leipzig 3-2. It's really interesting when you see them playing so well in the Champions League and coming back to focus on the Premiership shit.
You look at the log standings.
Yeah.
I was there checking on the top 6. You look at Arsenal, I think they've got 30 points. You look at Man City, they've got 29. Aston Villa's coming at 28, Tottenham at 28, and I think Man U at 26. So you look at how close it is and how competitive it is. But the most important thing that you always look at in the PL, you are spoiled for goals.
Yeah,
when you watch the PL, there will be some spectacular goals that you will see. Look at the goal of Canacho. What a goal! That's what I used to watch Shane do that,
No, I could never do that. I could never get that off the ground. But I've got to agree with you. But, my colleague here forgot the best team out of all of them.
Yeah?
Liverpool.
Yes.
He's forgotten about Liverpool. But, in the beginning of the season, when we had a look at the season going ahead, I said Arsenal have learned from their mistakes from last season, and I think they have. They've become battle-hardened. They know when to get the results. They're getting the results. It's going to go down to the wire this season. You're not going to be like in the PSL where you've got one runaway team and then the rest behind. You're going to have 3 or 4 teams fighting. Aston Villa being the surprise. I mean, their coach has been brilliant.
They really have been.
He's changed their whole way of thinking. He's changed the whole way of training, eating. It makes a huge difference. And we can see in the results they're getting, So he's changed everything at Villa. But it's going to go close. There are a couple of teams that are under pressure. Chelsea, Pochettino's under big pressure.
Yeah.
United. You know that song, Unana, where, what's your name? They should change it to Lets Them In, because, I mean, come on. I mean, he's letting goals in left, right and centre.
And you're looking at Chelsea, when they held Man City 4-4.
Yeah.
Now they went on to lose 4-1.
You know, that they scored 4 goals, 4 each, I think, in the South African League, in the whole weekend's league fixtures. We'll be lucky if we get 8 goals.
Yeah.
They scored in one game. That's
one
just the difference. I mean, it's brilliant to watch. Goals, goals, goals.
Have to switch focus now, gentlemen, and look at the women's game here in South Africa. Goals, goals, goals. Well, they're coming. And they're coming not only in the South African game, but on the continent as well from the champions of Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns. I have to ask you your opinions on the Hollywood Bet Super League, its contribution to the game, and I was seeing South Africa, or in this case, Mamelodi Sundowns, sitting on top of the African continent. Chet, Christine.
I mean, you look at the corporates coming in the Hollywood Bets, and also making sure that the women's football got that support that they so daily need. You look at the impact that it has done. You look at the last World Cup. I mean, our girls going into the knockout stages of the World Cup. It's for the first time it happens. So you look at the league, the impact that it has done to these ladies to give them confidence, and how many players that played in this league are now playing overseas. So this is what was needed all along. Because now when we started getting into the PSL, when it was the NSL then, there were sponsors galore. So I think this is what is been missing for women's sport, to have corporates coming in, making sure that they uplift their play.
I've got to agree with that, you know, and what I want to make a statement here is they need to take it one step further.
Yeah.
They need to make a professional league, all teams professional and playing in it. Take it a little step further. You look at England, you look at all over the world, they got these professional leagues. This is where we need to go. We need to focus, get there. The women have done us proud, gone further in the World Cup than Bafana, so we need to take it on from here.
And the beauty of it, African champions in club football, African champions on the international stage as well.
One club.
We couldn't be sitting in a better place in as far as the women's game in its development, yeah?
One club.
Definitely.
One club.
There we go.
Same club.
We say more.
One club. But of course, Mamelodi Sundowns, I mean, they're making us proud. Honestly, they're making us proud. I mean, we really have to usher all the accolades to them, because they are taking us back into the map as South African football. So yeah, they're doing well.
Well, they certainly are doing well at Mamelodi Sundowns, and on the other side of this, we'll be discussing Mamelodi Sundowns, but the ladies team, who of course return to the Hollywood Bets Super League, having conquered the continent, and now looking to ensure they conquer the southern tip of the continent in the Hollywood Bets Super League. So we back with more in the way of an interview with Indira Albuquerque from Hollywood Bets on the other side of this.